Okay, this is the madness that is the end of my day. I just kind of squished everything aside so that it's even worse. But I'm, packing to move, hopefully as soon as possible. And I had all of these boxes of paperwork and things that I have not sorted out. And I've just put off going through them. Some of them have been here since I moved into this place, which was 4 years ago. And it's the longest place I've lived in a while. And it's time to go. Boy, is it time to go. And like these things in particular were full all the way to the top and spilling over. And look how far down I've gotten it. So I finally decided I've got to sort through these papers and fine tune them. I've filled up more than one paper bag full of recycling. So I've gotten rid of a lot. I've gotten it down to this small on two baskets. And I've got a whole bunch of other little sorting things. And toward the end of when I've packed most of my things, I'm going to fine tune, sort all of this stuff and file and get rid of probably more of it. So I feel really good about it. I did a lot of that today. I packed up other stuff and I'm going to be taking boxes and things out of here tomorrow. I was going to do that today, but I really got into this project and I got a lot done. And I really had to give myself limits. Dinner. I made myself a couple snacks today and I paced myself. And when I realized I was on a roll with packing, I changed plans, which was really well accepted. So I'll do the thing I was going to do today, tomorrow, and I'll be better prepared for that. And so this mess is going to be like, I kind of shoved things over. I shimmed my tray up with with notebooks and things. And this is all going to be gone no later than 1 o'clock this morning. I've set an alarm. And at that point, I may not go to sleep, but I am switching to relax mode. And that is that. Because you just have to stop sometimes. And, self-care is the word for 2020. 2 words, hyphenated, 1 word. I don't know what you want to call it. But self-care sounds cheesy, I know. Along with mindfulness, they're those cheesy catchphrases that everybody's saying. But oh my God, it's so important. So this is my self-care. I mean, part of my self-care was pacing myself today, stopping and taking little breaks, and actually getting back to it, which I was really proud of myself for. But also taking the time to fix some dinner. So I've got here, this like lemon Alfredo sauce in a jar with gnocchi and a chicken breast and broccoli and mushrooms and some spices. And then I've been going through this saga with my wine rack where I had a lot of guilt and I kept saving all this wine for someday. And I've been going through it, and some of it is really terrible because I've had it for so long, and some of it is surprisingly good. And this was one I didn't know if it was going to be any good. I've had it for a long time. It's called Chocolate Shop Chocolate Lovers Wine. It is dark chocolate mixed with red wine. The red wine isn't it's real fruity. It's not necessarily the best quality wine, but it's tasty. And it's a nice dark chocolate, like a sipping chocolate flavor where it's not sweet. So it sort of gives you like the vibe of a cordial, but not cloyingly so. I don't know. Because it's a very berry tasting wine. I'm not sure what their base wine is. They don't say. They also don't say what year it was. But I know that I've had this bottle for at least 6 years, maybe 7. I've had it for a long time. So I was really pleased when I opened it up that it was okay. I decided to open this wine a couple nights ago when I found out a friend of mine had passed away, and it was one of those, I found out someone died on Facebook again. And I feel a lot of guilt and just frustration that I didn't notice that she wasn't posting and I didn't catch it right away. I mean, I'm so self-absorbed right now with trying to pack and trying to get out and get things done and raise money so I can do the move And so I just, dropped the ball on this friendship. And I mean, I know it's natural and normal to feel guilt. I know I also am not responsible for this. And I'm sure she didn't feel like I forgot about her when she was going through whatever it was she was going through. But a really good friend. And I feel, it's one of the casualties of this pandemic is that we are so separated from people and we're so stressed out and distracted. So I opened up the bottle of wine. I don't drink wine to get drunk. I just thought it would be good to open wine and pour a toast to her. And so I tried it and was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't awful. And then the last few days, I've just been like having a little bit here and there with dinner. It's taking me forever to drink this bottle. I won't finish it tonight. I think I've got another glass left in there. But that's something I've been trying to do. I've got a lot of wine that I've been saving for that special occasion, for when I can drink it with people and not, I just don't drink that much. And so I've had wine just go bad. So this was a form of self-care. You can see it's going to wobble because my bed is unstable. Hold the fort notebooks. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that. And I decided to have a glass tonight. And I've got this pasta that I'm going to have. And it tastes pretty good. I've had a couple samples. And I'm just going to do that as my little self-care thing. I'm going to finish that, get back to work for a bit, clear this bed by 1 o'clock, and then I'll do something to unwind, and then get up tomorrow and get at it all over again. So my big advice, and I'm actually taking it, is self-care. Do the self-care thing. Pour yourself a glass of wine, have a sip. Don't overdo it. This is not the time to get drunk. We've had a very rough 2020, and that is really delicious. And we don't know what 2021 is bringing. I mean, just because the election appears settled doesn't mean we're going to go easy into 2021. And we've still got a pandemic, and we've got all these uncertainties. So you have to carve out these little bits of space for yourself, this little bubble where you can relax a little bit, find something to distract you just for a short time. Just give yourself a little safety bubble. Make some good, nutritious food. It could be fast and easy like this was. Or you can, if you love to cook and that's something that really puts you in a Zen space, make a big production, do what you love. Find your joy. Things that give you little bits of joy throughout the day. Whether it's connecting with a person that you love, writing something down, reading a book, watching a funny show, making a meal, drawing something, looking at a beautiful video. Do it. Just do it. Just carve out that time. My God, you can have 10 minutes during a day. You can have 30 minutes during a day. There's always a way to do it. And I just want to encourage you to do it. I feel really good that I allowed myself to do it, that I allowed myself to take little breaks throughout the day and actually eat little snacks, little healthy snacks, a little bit of cheese, some nuts, whatever I needed, because I tend to just keep working myself into the ground because I got to get it done and I forget to eat. And then my blood sugar crashes and I feel awful, and then I eat too much and I, feel crappy again. So, and I can't get back to it. But because I've paced myself, I probably won't finish this whole plate, and I'll wrap it up for tomorrow, and I think it'll work out really well. I'll be able to get what I need done, shut that off, do something to relax, and I'm pretty sure I'll be asleep by 2. I'll listen to some graphic, horrible murder or something, because that seems to put me to sleep, and I don't have nightmares. Go figure. People with PTSD are weird. We're weird, yo. That was Saturday. On Sunday, I spent most of the day trying to rearrange my floor plan in my tiny room on paper and see what worked. And then with the help of my soon-to-be roommate, put my new bed together, which I can thank Sherry, Sheila, and my friend Amanda's dad for helping me with, and I got a lot done, and I was really proud of myself when I left my bed. Yeah, my advice for 2020 and beyond, give yourself this little bubble. Man, I'm looking forward to this. Part of my little bubble is taking time out to share this with you and wish you well, and tell all you people that I don't get to see every day how much I love you and how much I'm thinking about you, even when awkward, anxious, messed up me does not actually reach out. I'm reaching out in my head all the time. I'm thinking about you guys all the time. It's tough. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that is like this. So treat yourself. Treat yourself well as much as you can. And that will give you the strength to treat others well and to get through this holy hell that is 2020. That's just what I'm thinking about. I'm going to have my dinner. I'm going to sip my wine. Be well. I love you guys. I'm going to add a little postscript here for the first time. I normally don't make these videos available to very many people, let alone public. They're mostly my private diary plus some words of encouragement for a handful of people who subscribe to me. And it's difficult when you have PTSD. On one hand, I realize it's valuable to share my experiences and my progress, not only to look back at myself and see how I'm doing, but also so that people who don't have PTSD can understand what it's like for their loved ones who have PTSD. And so people who do have PTSD like I do, which exhibits itself in all kinds of ways, no, they're not alone. So I'm going to start maybe slowly putting these out there. Also, if you want to help me with moving funds, I would be extremely grateful. I am going to put some links in the doobly-doo below, and if you want to contribute to my PayPal, it would help because I have got a lot of money to raise before I can actually move, and not a lot of time to get the heck out of where I'm at. Thanks so much. Be well.